Well, you guys already know I love soup season, and I am gonna kick it off this year with a fabulous vegan leek and potato soup. It's very simple, it uses very basic ingredients, but man, it is just one of those down-home comfort foods that I love. Welcome to the Spicy Apron cooking show. My name is Heather and I am here to show you the easiest ways to get the best results in your kitchen. I do focus on clean eating, and today I am being assisted by my favorite kitchen assistant, the CookingPal Multo. Yes, you can make this vegan leek and potato soup without it, but I'm going to show you just how easy it is to make it with it. So a big shout out, thank you to CookingPal for sponsoring this video. And by the way, if you are interested in anti-inflammatory diets, I have a free PDF handout. It's got loads of information, and it's the top 10 foods you should avoid and the top 10 foods that you should eat. So if you're interested in that, just click the link below. Now, this is really basic, super simple ingredients. Of course, you've got potatoes, and I use russet potatoes that I've peeled and cut into large chunks. You can also use thin-skinned potatoes and leave the skins on. It will be a little bit more rustic that way. I also like it that way. And then I have a couple of large leeks that I have cut up into half circles. Now, the star of the soup is probably my homemade Instant Pot vegetable broth. I have this video up here that'll show you exactly how to make it, and you could use store-bought vegetable broth for this recipe. It won't be quite as good, but it still will be very good. And then finally, all we have in it is some cream. Now, I did say this was a vegan recipe, and it is. This is maybe the best kept secret in like the vegan world. It is cashew cream, and I definitely need to do a video on how to do it. It's really easy, but I use this in place of cream in all of my recipes, and I actually like it better, and it's plant-based. So win-win in my book. Now, I told you I was going to use the CookingPal Multo. If you're not familiar with that, I did this video up here that gives you a whole overview on what it does, but it's basically an amazing kitchen assistant robot. It chops and dices and minces, and it sautés, it cooks, it steams. It can do 3 things at once. It's pretty amazing, actually. And it's controlled by this tablet. So in order to make any of the recipes, all you do is look up on the tablet the recipe you're looking for. Now, this is a recipe that's in their system. They have loads and loads of recipes in their system. I tend to modify it a little bit like I do with everything, but that's a great thing about the Multo. You can do whatever you want in it. So I'm just going to pick the leek and potato soup, and let's go. It says to get all your ingredients out. I just showed you all of the ingredients. And now the fun part. Now, you can definitely do this on a cooktop. You're gonna follow the same stuff. The full recipe link is below, and that will also walk you through if you wanna do it on your cooktop. It'll just take a couple of extra steps. So the first thing that I am gonna do is saute my leek. You can use avocado oil or you can use olive oil, and then just toss in the leeks. Now, if you're doing it on your cooktop, you wanna just saute it for about 5 minutes on medium heat. Here in the CookingPal Multo, I just push start and it sautés it for me, and I don't have to do anything. So I'm gonna let this go ahead and saute, and then we'll add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, the leeks are sauteed. It smells fabulous. Oh, these are just absolutely perfect. None of them are burned, but you can smell that they are well sauteed. Excellent. Okay, now next up, add the potatoes and my fabulous homemade vegetable broth. Have I told you about this already? Yes, I know I have, actually, but that video is worth watching. Okay, so another wonderful feature of the Multo is that it has a built-in scale. So it calls for 32 ounces of broth. Now, I happen to know that's exactly how much this is because, well, I poured it in here. But if you have a big jug of broth and you don't know, all you do is push the scale, you pour it in, And as soon as you see it reads 34 ounces, boom, you're done. All right, so literally this is just dump and go. I know that all of my Instant Pot fans out there are huge fans of dump and go. That's basically what I'm doing here. Okay, now I just hit start and it's gonna magically cook those potatoes with that broth and those leeks, and that'll take about 25 to 30 minutes. And there it goes. It sits here and it stirs itself, and it's the perfect temperature. You don't have to babysit anything on a stove. But again, you really can do this on your cooktop if you want. Just do it on a low simmer. So this is simmering away, cooking the potatoes and the leeks. It smells absolutely fabulous. You know, there's something very unique about the smell of leek and potato soup. It is amazing. But while we're waiting for this to finish, it's just about to finish. Curious, do you guys have any questions about the Multo and what you want to see it do or what can it do? It kind of does almost everything. I suppose it doesn't deep fry, which is fine because I don't eat fried foods anymore. So anyway, put those in the comments below if you have questions or if you want to see something done. I'd be happy to answer them. And I do have a link to the CookingPal Multo below. Just click it, you'll go to the website, and CookingPal has offered me to pass on to you a discount code, saving you 80 bucks if you put in the discount code, the Spicy Apron. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. It just got done with the potatoes and the leeks. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, all that is left to do is to add the cream and salt and pepper. And this one has a really deep, rich golden color because, and I'll show you when I pour it out, because of the vegetable broth that I made. So we're adding some pepper, and I'm going to add a little bit of extra salt. And of course, the amazing part, this vegan cashew cream. I don't know why this excites me so much, but it does. So we just pour all of that in, put the lid back on, and it will stir itself. I'm gonna hit start and it's gonna blend it. But if you are doing it in your pot at home, just use an immersion blender. That'll work just fine too. It'll just be a little bit of extra effort for you. And there you have it. Our soup is done. I told you it would be quick and easy, and it is. So I'm just gonna pour it out. Also, I have to tell you guys, oh my gosh, look at that. That is thick, creamy, beautiful. And I'm gonna top it off with a little parsley. And there you have it, super thick and creamy. Oh my gosh, that texture, it feels so good. It's simple, but it's so good and very comforting. And the last thing that I just wanna mention is that this fabulous machine also has a self-cleaning feature. So I'm just gonna fill it with a little bit of water, hit clean, and it'll be clean. I hope you are enjoying soup season as much as I am. Thank you for watching the Spicy Apron Cooking Show. Happy cooking and happy eating.